Welcome to Ideas in Action Going Digital number 16. We're talking about digital cost transformation, and today we're going to look at rules 6 and 7. Hopefully you've implemented rules 1 to 5 or are in the process of doing so, and we're going to add to the joy of digital cost transformation by suggesting 4 more rules. And today we're going to look at 2 of those, rules 6 and 7. So going to the slide, rule 6, build digital business platforms, but observe 5 rules. The basic rule of building a digital business platform is make everything as simple as possible, but no simpler, which is Albert Einstein, so you can believe that one. Here are additional rules, which are actually in line with what Albert Einstein actually said, but which we have learned from clients who have been building digital platforms very successfully. The first one is avoid tight coupling in your digital platforms. Tight coupling creates risk, but also creates inflexibility. So modularize your technologies and your applications and your processes so that you can gain more flexibility, more stack, and less risk. Reduce the complexity. Complexity never helps in building digital platforms. If you build complexity upon complexity, you build risk upon risk. Always look to the future. Over 3 years, do you build in future options in your digital platform, or are you just responding to the needs of today and sort of forget about leaving slack or capability that you can build upon in the future, given the way that technologies are going on, given changing dynamic needs that you have as a business? The other thing that a lot of people are very bad at is building in security and allowing resilience, building resilience so that they can switch in and out of options in the future. You're in a very dynamic business environment and a technology environment, so do not build inflexibility, but do build security and resilience into those platforms. Lastly, people have an obsession about building massive scale. I know this sounds a bit like against the previous 2 points, but actually it's got to be proportionate. Scale only what you need to. Avoid creating diseconomies of scale. These are the basic principles that we have learned from clients. Very often they have learned these principles a hard way from experience, but they seem to be very critical rules for building digital platforms. Let's move to rule number 7. Use digital to dissolve silos. Try hard not to create new ones. Now, this is from a finding that we've got from our major research in this area, and we've produced about 5 books on this. And every time we discover this, that organizations are, or have grown to be, incredibly siloed. It's not a necessary cost of doing business. You need to continually flatten these silos and link up these bits that have become disconnected and ensure that your organization is well connected, flatter, and is capable of harnessing the potential of these digital technologies, because these digital technologies hate silos. Danger is, of course, that you can create your own new silos with these digital technologies if you don't use the right design principles. Anyway, looking at this, look at this diagram here of the major silos. Typically, these are the major silos that you will find. that strategy, different parts of the organization will have different strategies. The organizational structures will be siloed. Processes will be structured. Culture will develop in different parts of the organization that might well be counter to one another with no common culture across them. Skills become siloed or outdated as a result. Managerial mindsets, what is the people are willing to support, not support, favoritism with certain technologies or certain brands. Data becomes highly siloed, as do technologies. So score yourself on these, and you will then discover most organizations are somewhere between 4 and 5 on average on all these, and very often a bit higher. Score yourself on this and realize when you see the score why you have such difficulty in introducing digital transformation. So you're going to save an awful lot of costs if you actually reduce these silos before or as a result of utilizing digital technologies. That's the point here. Moving on, let's have a look at what is coming up next. In next month, Ideas in Action, Going Digital, number 17. I look forward to spelling out for you rules 8 and 9, our final session on digital cost transformation, and I'll see you soon.